Hi, welcome back to episode 174 of Supercharged Fridays. If there is anything I can help with regards to your career, jump into the comments like we always do for 3.5 years. And I would love to share perspectives. You got questions? I don't have answers. I got perspectives. I don't know who has answers. Maybe God, the universe, big man upstairs, whatever you call him. I got perspectives. Good morning. It is 5 a.m. in the house in California. Good morning, Dan. How are you doing? It is 2 in the afternoon. It is warm in Belgium. I am enjoying the lovely spring sunshine with a little bit of Coca-Cola. Hashtag not sponsored. Just enjoying myself. Cheers. Oh, this is wonderful. Great to hear from you, Risto. You have a new addition in the family. Share pictures if you don't mind. Would love to see that in terms of how he's settling at home. And speaking of Risto and speaking of Finland, we have such an interesting topic next week. We always have interesting, right? When I bring in guests, I make sure of that. Risto's been on Supercharged Fridays a couple of years ago, and I shared that session with so many people I worked with, and they found it very invigorating, very insightful. Risto happens to live in Finland, and Finland is one of those countries that keeps coming up in those results, in those votes for what is the happiest place in the world. It's one of those usually Scandinavian countries. And why is that? There's obviously lots of reasons that have been shared, but I wanted to bring in Risto, who is a Finn. He is from Finland, and he's a career progression coach as well. So he's going to have certain perspectives. Now, obviously, that does not mean that Risto's perspectives represent all people from Finland, but I thought it would be so interesting. And what can we learn from someone who lives in the happiest country in the world, no matter where we live in today? Let's learn. So that will be at the same time next week, right here on Supercharged Fridays. To make sure you never ever miss it, if you're watching me on LinkedIn, just follow my hashtag Supercharged Fridays. And if you're watching me on YouTube, just make sure you're subscribed and that you have clicked the notification bell so that when I'm live, you get a little ding in your inbox. So, all right, let's get cracking. Let me see, how can I help you? Thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. Even if you're not looking for answers per se, I appreciate that you are here. Good morning, good afternoon, beautiful. Lovely to see you guys. And we are going to get into the questions already. Okay, I should have done notifications off. I just got a notification that I'm live, but that's okay. Well, hopefully nobody else was going to call me at this time, because I don't know if you can see them. I'm on my phone. So we're going to get started. We have the first question of the day. Yogesh, thank you for joining. How can we negotiate about job location when the organization has offices in multiple locations? If you have a particular preference, then you can share that preference, right? But if they want you to be at the HQ, you can understand, you guys, where they're coming from, right? They want more innovation, more collaboration. It is easier when people are under the same roof. So I get that. I get where they're coming from. You probably get where they're coming from as well. But you have certain constraints and maybe you have certain preferences and you want to be in a certain location. So find a way maybe to meet in the middle. It could be that, you could commute sometimes, a couple of times a month, if that is feasible for you. Or you can say that in any case, if there is a culture of hybrid work, that you will be available anyway. Sometimes people who are working from home or remote working are even more available and work even harder than people who are at work, because it's very difficult to measure productivity, right? So there's so many other arguments you can make, but just sort of a quick answer. You got to show, just like with any negotiation, you got to show how this is in their best interest and find that sweet spot. It's working for you, but also working for them. Yeah, hopefully that's given you something to think about. All right, fab. Let's get cracking. We got another question. Oh, I'm running out of, it seems we've got lots of lovely folks here joining. Thank you guys for being here. I'm putting your name into the screen quickly, giving you a shout out. Appreciate, really, really grateful for you joining me live. Let's get cracking. I have another question. Organizational increment and promotion. So Nimish, tell me what your question is, because you've just written 2 phrases, but tell me your question. So currently I'm at this, I can do this or I can do this. So, treat it like something with a question mark at the end, because then it'll be easier for me to answer you. How can I approach, or what do you recommend? What is the question here? Just because I'm moving a little fast in the interest of time and I have to end quickly, gotta take the kids somewhere. It's a 4-day weekend here in Belgium. One of the perks of living in a Catholic country. You get lots of bank holidays. Okay, I cleared the interview process. Hey, Gaurav, congratulations. And I'm currently in the negotiation stage. Oh, I love these questions. It shows that people are hiring and people are demanding what they feel is their worth. Good for you, because this is uncomfortable. You know it and I know it. So the fact that you're doing it is amazing. Sorry, there's a fly here, like a bee. I asked them to share the offer letter, but they say it's company policy to not release it on email since candidates. They say I need to come to the office and they can share the offer for me to read and sign in person. No, that's okay, Gaurav. That's okay. I mean, yeah, it is a bit strange. I think personally that this is a good thing. I think that they want to see your reaction. They want to see that you're happy. And I also think that negotiation is always better in person. You haven't had too much time to think about it on your own. I think that's good. But obviously, they will also immediately see from your face if you're happy or you're disappointed. So practice your poker face, okay? Remember that song by Lady Gaga? You gotta go for your poker face. Poker face, poker face. Okay, just do that. So short answer, it's not that strange. It's not a big deal. They don't want you to circulate it around. But listen, when you're there, you will not. Promise me, Pinky promise. Promise me, you will not sign when you're there. You will not sign it. It's one of my golden rules. You never sign. You never say yes. You never say no at face value. You say, thank you so much. I need to take it home. Show that you've got, you've read it and you'd like to take it home and study it. Just say that. You don't have to say, I'm going to show it to my coach. I'm going to show it to my best friend. You don't have to do that. But you can say, I'll show it to my family member because this is an important decision for me. All right. That's something that I would highly recommend. Because I did that once and I did not. I came to regret later. Hi, Jude. How do you get a transfer in the same company to an international location? How do I approach management? Okay. So Jude, you got to see currently how do they go about it? If you see precedents, right? And typically what they would do is they would send someone internally when they don't have local skills in that country. So you got to showcase that you have that. And if you don't have that, you might want to start building on skills that are currently in shortage in your target skill, in your target location. It's either skills that are at shortage or it's a difficult job that no one really wants to do, taking care of a large, or it's like a transfer of knowledge that's happening and that is something so specific and it's so internal that they can't necessarily hire someone from outside. So you want to do that sort of scoping work first. And also ask your manager, ask HR, what are the things, how is it done? Because this is something you're very keen. And if they could give you some advice, go ahead and ask. You're looking internally, you're not being disloyal, right? And also be very specific. The more specific your questions are, the better. So not like, what do I do? But more like, if I want to go to X or Y location, I'm very keen, right? So it also helps them to think ahead, like, Jude reached out. He's curious about this. He's ambitious. And if they see a fit immediately, they can also start thinking of, your backfill, your place, your replacement. All that is important. All right. Good luck. Okay. Let's go to the next question. Ayush, what's up, dude? Every company I've applied to has rejected me because of my notice period. So that means, Ayush, that you are currently serving a notice period that is so long that what you're saying is people are not able to wait. And this is hurting you. This is unfortunate that it's happening. The best you can do is the best you can do is negotiate your notice period and ask your company, the right company, if they really want you, Ayush, they will not reject you because you have a notice period, because they themselves have notice periods. And when they hire, they also know, because otherwise it's double standards. I talk about this so many times. A company wants to hire you. and they say come immediately. But when let's say 2 years, 3 years later you resign, they will ask you to stay for 3 months or whatever it is. Right? Do you see this double weird thing going on here? So you'll have to find out, you'll have to build a case on how things can carry on smoothly in your absence, and negotiate and find a way to leave sooner rather than later. It's unfortunate that this is happening, but at the same time, the right company will wait. I'm just going to say it. The right company will wait. Most of the time, right? I cannot obviously make generalizations. Ashish, what's up? How can you negotiate for a higher salary if you've got the skills but less work experience? Okay, Ashish, this is a simple answer I can give you. Check out my YouTube channel. I have a video which is specifically for 3 types of scenarios. The first scenario is, can I negotiate salary if I have less experience? Can I negotiate salary if I'm going through a career change? Can I negotiate my salary if I'm laid off and I'm unemployed? Because these 3 things, our ego tells us there's no way. There's no way it'll happen. And that's not true. I have personal experience with all 3 of them, and I have experience with my clients who negotiated upwards of, a crap ton of money. And it's that abundance thinking. It's big, big thinking, and not thinking small, and not thinking why it's not possible, thinking why it's possible. There's so much information in that video that will help you. So definitely watch that. It was a bit while, it was sometime in 2021. It's about 6 minutes long. If you don't find it, come back to me on LinkedIn and send me a message that you couldn't find it, and I'll send you the link to it. All right. Good luck. Okay. Sorry. I'm here. I don't know what happened. I'm here. I think I refreshed instead of going up and down the comments. I was going through the comments really quickly. Thank you, Promise. Awesome, Gaurav. Awesome. Good luck. Good luck. Hey, Besa. Am I saying your name out loud correctly? Can you give some tips on how to write a motivation letter without repeating the cover letter? Yeah. Most people do not read cover letters or motivation letters. Let me tell you that. But if it's a small company, or if the company has asked for one, then definitely write one. The easiest format I can think of is, so firstly, I have a lot of this already on my guide for the most important emails that you're going to be sending out during a career transition. I think if you go to my website, you'll find that, superchargeyourself.com/email guide, or just go to my website, you'll find it. But I would focus on something like why you and why now. Why you, why now? Okay, why you, why now, why no one else? Good luck with that. Hi, Karishma. How do you turn around your work impression for your boss? So, Karishma, could you kind of clarify when you say turn around? Does this mean that the impression is bad right now, that you need to turn it around? Can you give me a little bit more context here so I can help you? Hi, Saad. I had a wonderful second round of interviews. They told me that they're still evaluating more candidates, and the next day they advertised the position again. You can definitely approach to get a response. When they advertise it again, sometimes, it's on a automated calendar thing. You never know. Or they lied to you. They said everything's great, but they lied. People lie. Candidates lie, companies lie all the time. Okay, that doesn't make it right. But to get more clarity, I would definitely follow up with them. If I were you, I would do that. But definitely they're looking for a short list, right? That makes sense. They're looking for 2, 3. Yeah, sure. Even if they like someone, sure. They just want to make sure that they've weighed all their options, right? Imagine for you, you're going through 3 different companies and they are both close to the offer stage. And the first one says, we'd love to hire you. And the others are taking a little bit longer. Don't you want to wait and find out what the other offer is going to be like? So it goes both ways, right? All right. Hi. So good luck with that. Hey, Karishma. Okay, Karishma, I think you had a question earlier as well. Okay, let's see this one. How do you build expertise in the work area of your choice if your current job is not helping you to develop your career? Do it on the side. If your work is 9 to 5, do it 5 to 9. Do it weekends. evenings and weekends, something that you really believe in, something that you're passionate about, and your work isn't letting you do it on your own terms. And when the time comes and you're looking at other opportunities, you've got something to show for it. And at the same time, within the company, what you can do is you can ask, you can put your hand up for projects where it's not 100% related, but you say you'll do it and you'll do it, right? And they're like, how will you manage? It's already so hectic for you. That's not your problem. That's not their problem. That's your problem, and you'll figure it out. This is what I would recommend. Good luck with that. Hi, Muni. How do you handle angry manager? And when you keep on, and when who's escalating? That's a very important question, Muni. Are you escalating or are they escalating? Can you come back to me in the chat? I'll definitely see it. If you do it in the next couple of minutes, I'll definitely see it. It's horrible. I'm so sorry that you're going through this. Not a good place to be in. I had a final culture fit round interview. Yeah, I used check out lots and lots of resources on my YouTube channel on all things interviews. And if you want to get more like step by step, I have a course. I have a paid digital course also available on my website on all things interviews. So that should be very helpful to you as well. But I think don't get it if you can already get so much value from the free YouTube channel. Why not, right? Okay, awesome. Which platform is some test? That's weird. Guys, is everything all right? Can you tell me if you're watching me? Give me a thumbs up. I'm getting some weird notifications. Is everything working as it should, like the audio and the video? Just give me a quick thumbs up, please. What platform is the best for job search? Ishan, good question. There is no such best for job search, right? The best way to approach this is depth and breadth. Some platforms have a lot of everything. Like if you're in India, like Naukri.com or Monster.com, like they have everything. I would also say focus on platforms that are known to be specializing in a certain niche. You can do both. Hi, please don't call me Sonal G. G in Hindi is something we say as a suffix to someone with a little bit respect. I'm not that old, okay? All right. Please guide me. All right. So Santa Rao, take advantage of a live video I did with a recruiter, and the topic of that live broadcast was all things moving abroad and how to approach recruiters. That was a very specific thing. This was in November 2021. You'll have to go back in my YouTube channel and you should be able to get that. So good luck with that. Checking thumbs up. Okay, good. Phew. Cannot see you. Oh, okay. That's probably from your side. Good morning, Joe. Thank you. Appreciate you guys letting me know. Okay. Hey, Saurabh. Suman, sorry. Hopefully you can't hear it. There's a giant bumblebee in my room. I want to know about the salary and bank statement verification by the recruiter. Are they really verifying bank statements? That is so weird. It is really weird to me. I'm sorry, Suman. Why would they want to know? I understand sometimes they want to know if you say you're earning a certain amount a month, they want to know when they get a bit nosy. Yeah, sure. Okay. Some do that. I don't know. There's nothing illegal, I think, yet. Because maybe they've been in the past been bitten, right? Where someone said something and they got something else. Okay, it's a giant bee. But verifying bank statements is extremely intrusive, and I would put my foot down if I were you. Okay? It's bizarre. Good luck with that. Hi, Ashley. How do you deal with toxic colleagues who I'm not on speaking terms with due to falling out? Found out they were gossiping about me. One is even sitting next to me. Oh my God, Ashley, I'm so sorry. Oh, I can feel how cringeworthy it must be to be in this situation. You know, there's a short-term solution and then there's a long-term solution. The short-term solution is you just got to suck it up and just give them good thoughts, give them good vibes, and focus on doing your work. Do not mirror what they do to you or did to you, which means do not gossip. If they're gossiping, you do not gossip. You keep your nose clean. You show up like a true professional, do your work. And if you talk about someone behind their back, make sure whatever you say, you would be able to say it in front of them, right? Now, they have clearly sort of betrayed your trust. So that's okay that you're not on talking terms with them. So on the longer term level, if this keeps going on, and if it starts affecting your health in any way, physical or mental, you might want to find out if there is a way you can change departments and move to something else, because you really have to protect yourself, right? This is something, honestly, I can tell you it gets better with time, but if it doesn't, some change has to be made. Ugh. Okay, a bit freaked out. Hopefully we will end this quickly. I hope this has been helpful. Hi, Karishma. The impression is not allowing me to get the kind of role within my team. Hence, how do I change that impression so that you get work within your... Okay. Karishma, there's some things that are within your control and there's some things that are not. What's within your control is how you show up, how you deliver promises, or how you deliver on promises that you have made. Those things you can control. And perception management, to some extent, you can control. Now, what others think about you, you cannot control. So you have to make sure that every single touch point with key decision makers and contacts of key decision makers, you are at your best. And you pay attention to excellence and quality in everything you deliver, whether it's a presentation, like a presentation, or it is something that you spoke about. And also find out what is not allowing you to get the kind of role within your team. It would be really helpful, because otherwise you're kind of shooting in the dark. You're shooting darts in the dark and you're not really sure what's happening. You want to have a better idea. So if you can find out, and if you can talk to people who are a little bit more like you can trust them, I would definitely take advantage of that, right? So good luck, because if you don't, you'll be left in the dark. Not a good place to be in. Not a good place to be in. Okay, I am running a bit slow. This is freaked out. Please stop. It's really harassing. Can you guys see I'm really nervous? This is the thing with spring. They just come everywhere and they find any opening inside the house. Can you hear, guys? It is this big. Can you hear it? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Good luck, Karishma. Sangamitra. Till what do we have to wait for the last round of interview given contractual for 1 year? I'm really in a dilemma. Sorry, I don't really follow the question. Are you trying to say how long do you have to wait? You can follow up once or twice. If people cannot even decide to hire a 1 year contractor, do you after a while you're like, move on, find another option if that is the case. So thank you, Tushar, for being here. Manager is escalating on me. Yeah, okay. And sorry, so, Muni, what was the question? Was it about a toxic manager and escalating on you? You can ask for a conversation with the manager. You can ask, rather than make it a you conversation, you make it I. Say, this has been difficult for me. I've been hurt. Can we talk about this? Make it about you. Make it about I. Don't make it about you. You did this. You did that. I did a very nice LinkedIn Live a couple of years ago with a senior leader in India. And we talked about this a lot. And he has some deep personal experience. He worked for many, many years with the Tata Group. If you want that, it is with a guy called Bharat Waklu. I think you'll find that very useful. So definitely check that out. If you don't find it, send me a message and I will send you the link. Should you accept a counter offer from a current employer? There's no right or wrong answer, Saad. Do you want to? Do you want to stay? Do you want to go? And why did they not give you the offer before? Why did they only give you the offer when they realized somebody else wanted you? Please answer that for yourself. I will never tell you do this or do that. That's not right. It's more about you using your intuition. And I can definitely share perspectives. And companies that give you a counter offer, People have accepted it in the past. There's some research that they don't tend to stay beyond 6 months. It's up to you. It's your decision. If you want to stay, if you want to leave. Is there so much water under the bridge that there's no point staying? You need to figure that out. Muni, if you do small mistakes, the manager is escalating them sometime. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Muni, this is happening. So, Muni, connect with me on LinkedIn because I see that you're watching me on YouTube. Connect with me on LinkedIn. Let me share that with you because there were some very useful tactics that you can use and even language that you can use. Bharat was amazing. He was also on my podcast, How I Got Hired. Very senior, wonderful gentleman. I will tag him in the comments. If you guys can tag him as well, it's an amazing guy. Bharat Wakhlu, Wakhlu. Okay, so Sonal's talking about you. Hey Bharat, Sonal's talking about you. Amazing dude, a friend of mine. Are employers verifying reference contacts which we provide during interview? They're supposed to. If you provide that, they're supposed to. Some do, some don't. But they tend to do that as well. Hi, Nimish. My question got skipped. No, Nimish, if I remember correctly, the question wasn't skipped. I think it was more about clarity in the question. Thank you for still staying here. But can you phrase it in a very sort of easy to understand way? Because I'm going through so many of them and I want to make sure that I don't make you wait any further. I think if I remember correctly, it was about that. And plus, if you say, hey, can you get back to my question? Dude, it's been 25, 30, 40 questions. I don't really remember which one it was. So just to make sure that it's not forgotten, write it down again and specifically ask in a format. This is my situation. Should I do A or B? Right? That would be helpful. How do you claim a salary not paid for the last month? Follow up with the senior person that you have, in your point of contact. It doesn't help to follow up with payroll because sometimes they don't have answers. So follow up with somebody who's senior enough in HR, who you know, and it's not like a total stranger. I hope you get paid soon, Jigar. I'm sorry. All right, Muni, hopefully that will help you as well. Hi, LinkedIn user, identify yourself, please. What are some of the potential non-monetary benefits or perks one can negotiate if a company is unable to meet your desired salary? Very good question. Okay. In the interest of time, I'm going to tell you to watch my salary negotiation video because that one which has the maximum number of views, it is from March 2019. It is an oldie but a goodie. And I dedicate a whole segment in that video to non-financial components. So you'll get lots and lots of ideas there. All right. Muni, I completely understand that. I completely understand that. Good luck. I mean, it sounds difficult. Hey, Amit. What was your question, Amit? Can you just repeat it if you don't mind? Can you just copy paste it? Because I'm sorry if I skipped it. I probably am going quite fast. And I may have accidentally skipped it. Or, sometimes it doesn't show in the broadcast software. And I've already moved on. So yeah, do that, please. And I'll make sure I don't end the live broadcast without answering you. Yeah, good luck, Muni. I totally feel for you, man. I mean, really. Something weird happening on LinkedIn. LinkedIn does that sometimes. Sorry, guys. It can be glitchy sometimes. I cleared all interview rounds for JP Morgan. I have an experience of 3 years in the industry and they're offering me a 20% hike. What is the industry standard? I'm not quite sure, Siddesh. What is the industry standard? I don't know. You just have to see what matters more is what is the standard for banking in your location. That is what's worth finding out. And a quick search on glassdoor.com should be able to help you with that. All right. Hey, I'm serving notice period and it's about to end in 2 weeks and I have some offers in hand. So is it okay to have 1 or 2 months career gap? It's up to you. There's no right or wrong answer. If you don't like if those offers are not exciting, you have the option to work or you have the option to take a gap. People take gaps all the time. You just need to have a very clear reason for it when the time comes and you start interviewing again. You should be able to explain it, without losing any sense of direction or confidence. Okay. You already rephrased it. Nimish, it's possible I missed it. Copy paste it again, please, because I can't see it. I think there's a glitch. Just copy paste it, please. Shreya, you need to go to your settings. Thank you for being here. You need to go, and it's morning for you, so I really appreciate it. You need to go to your settings, and in privacy, you're showing up as like a user, because you need to give permission to LinkedIn to show your face to a third-party software, because this is a third-party software I'm using to be live inside LinkedIn. Do you know what I mean? You should be able to do that pretty quickly. All right. Hi, Johan. Good morning. Thank you for being here, and congrats on your recent delivery of your third package, precious cargo. Hope everything is going well with your wife and your newborn son. What's his name? Good luck with everything. So yeah, awesome. Really good to see you. Okay. Yeah, I'll wait for you, Nimish, for a minute or so. What is the best approach with headhunters to get a senior position negotiation? Yeah, literally, I have like 10 steps on salary negotiation for a senior role, junior role, all the roles. Check out the YouTube channel and check out the video with the most number of views. It's that one. So that will definitely help you. Okay. Nimish has a question about increments and promotions within the organization. In this scenario, the employee receives a promotion to a higher level while also receiving a modest increment of 3-4%. I'm trying to understand why employees would receive a lower increment when they are promoted. The management expects that their employees to take on new responsibilities along with the promotion. Yeah, every company is different. You know, when we were going through the financial crisis, there weren't any increments for a long time. And if there is a promotion, I don't think it's as much about increment, Nimish. I don't want you to think about increment. You know why? When you think of an increment, you are treating your base salary, your gross salary, you're treating it as a benchmark. It is not the benchmark. The benchmark is the median salary for your level, for your position in your country, in your industry. And you can have an idea by looking at Glassdoor, or you can talk to friends who are recruiters. That's a very good place to start. I wouldn't start with what is the increment. Do you see what I mean? And yes, some companies give small increments because they may be a different budget or they're cheap. They could be a different budget or because they're cheap. I've been in companies where there were small increments. And yeah, it was times were hard. Economic times were hard. So there could be so many other reasons behind it. So I don't want to speculate. But you'll get some idea on what is the median, what is the, and you want to be at that at market level. And it's not about where you are today, because where you are today depends on where you started, and where you started may or may not reflect reality. Do you see what I mean? So good luck with that. How do you get start a discussion? I'm mostly less aggressive. You don't have to be aggressive, Mithun, when you talk about promotions. You don't have to be aggressive. Focus in a way, if you can, on reverse engineering. Think about where do you want this role to go to next? Where do you see yourself going next? And have a good heart-to-heart, interesting, open conversation with your manager that this is something you're keen on, and how can we work together backwards? And what are some steps I need to do? What kind of person do I need to be to show up even better so I get there? Make a plan together with the manager, because the manager will also feel very invested. This is one way I have. There are many other ways. This is one way I have, which I recommend. It's something that I have also followed personally in my own career. I'm going to take this as the last question, and I'm going to let you guys go, and I'm going to get the heck out of this room so the bee can leave me alone. Ayush, how do I start a YouTube channel? Dude, just do it. I made so many mistakes when it comes to my YouTube channel. I waited a long time, and then I was not consistent. And the reason and I'm still not consistent, but the reason I was not consistent when I started is because I didn't see enough views, and I got disheartened very quickly. So if you want to get more, I mean, there's so many people who are successful YouTubers. I do not count myself in their company. But if you want to get a good idea of things, just check out a video I did from April 2022 on my YouTube channel. And it's called 10 Learnings from Starting a YouTube Channel and Going from 0 to 100,000 subscribers. That'll give you some idea of what things I did wrong and how you can avoid them. So good luck. Thank you guys for being here. And a reminder, do join me live the same time Friday next week. We are going to talk about Finland being the happiest country in the world. Why is that? And what can we take away so we get happier as well, no matter which country we live in. I really, really appreciate you being here, taking time from your hectic morning, afternoon, evening, night, bedtime, wherever you are, and wish you a lovely Friday and weekend. Take care.